You live in Germany and wish to bring your family to the country. You can do it through Germany Family Reunion Visa. Watch this video till the end to learn all about it. Hey everyone, I'm Behnan from the Visa Library. This channel gives visa information and the latest news and updates. First things first, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell and download the free cheat sheet my team has prepared from the link in the description. You should also follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest visa news and updates. Now let's begin. Germany allows foreign nationals to bring their families to the country if they're eligible. The family visa is to bring them to the country. But EU, EEA and EFTA nationals do not need a visa to bring their spouse or children into Germany. They just need to be able to support their family financially. Also, they can work without a residence permit or work permit. But the non-EU nationals who live in Germany need a family visa to join a relative in Germany. Let me ask you this, who can apply for a family visa? Well, not everyone. You must be qualified and meet the eligibility standards. The person who wants to enter Germany could be a spouse, fiancé, or child. The non-EU national living in Germany must be in Germany under one of these titles: an EU long-term residence permit, a residence permit, or an EU blue card. The German resident must be at least 18 years old, know German, and be able to financially support his or her family. The immigrating person who wants to enter Germany as a spouse must be over 18 years old and have at least some basic German knowledge. Remember one point, the Federal Republic of Germany doesn't recognize polygamous marriages. So, if you have already brought one partner to Germany, you're not allowed to bring someone else. The visa requirements are different for bringing your children to Germany. If both parents live in Germany, they can apply to bring their child over. A single parent is permitted to bring their minor child to Germany if he or she has the sole right of care and custody of the child. In case the parents share the right of care and custody of the child and only one of them lives in Germany, then the third country resident parent must grant the German resident the right of custody. So he or she will be able to apply for a Germany Family Reunion Visa. You can bring your adult child to Germany if unavoidable hardship will be prevented as a result. Your child mustn't be married in order to be eligible, but the child can be eligible for another Germany visa type if not eligible for a family visa. Parents of minor children legally living in Germany can apply to join their child if they have the right to care for and have custody of the child. German residents can bring their parents to live with them to prevent some particular hardship. What about other relatives? Other family members can also apply to join their relatives. You can join these relatives in Germany. Your siblings, either brother or sister, uncle, aunt, niece, nephew, grandparents, or cousin. But let me tell you this, joining these relatives is hard. German officials issue a visa for these people mostly to prevent some kind of hardship. What does it mean? It means the family member living in Germany or the family member wanting to join them is dependent on family support, which can only be provided in Germany. Circumstances justifying the need for family care for the relative in Germany will depend on the individual case, like minority, illness, handicaps, the need for maintenance, psychological conditions. Poor or bad educational, economic, social, or other conditions in the home country are not a case of particular hardship. Getting a family visa is hard, as I told you. If the person you want to bring is not your spouse or child, you would better consult with a lawyer to know if you can bring him or her or not and the legal details. Alright then, now that you know who is eligible to get a family visa and who is not, how should you apply for it? Stay a bit longer to find out. For the first step, you have to gather the list of visa supporting documents. Are you wondering what this list is? Here is a list of them. Number 1 is the applicant's passport. It must be valid for at least 3 months beyond the period of staying in Germany, and it cannot be older than 10 years ago at the time of application. Number 2 is the application form. You must complete the PDF file of the application form and print it twice. Remember, the information you put about yourself must be equivalent to your documents. You need 2 copies of the completed application form. You can download the form from the link in the description. Number 3 is cover letter. The immigrant must write a letter to the German officials explaining the purpose of joining their relative in Germany and the duration of a stay. Number 4 is a photo. You need 2 photos of yourself according to the German embassy or consulate instructions. Number 5 is travel health insurance. There are various companies where you can buy health insurance for your travel to Germany. The company doesn't matter, but it must be valid in Germany and the EU to cover your expenses. Number 6 is proof of having enough funds. This is a document that the person living in Germany must get. One way you can prove your financial ability is through declaration of commitment. Your sponsor undertakes to cover your expenses officially. The sponsor living in Germany applies for a letter of commitment and sends it to the person living abroad. There is an application process and documents to be submitted to the officials in Germany. After the authorities issue the letter, the sponsor sends it to the applicant and you can submit it along with the rest of documents to the embassy. The Visa Library has prepared a complete video about it. You can watch it on our channel. The sponsor can submit the bank statements, bank balance, or proof of income to show financial ability. The applicant living abroad can submit the bank statements to show his or her financial ability as well. Number 7 is an invitation letter. The resident living in Germany writes a letter and confirms having the room and enough funds to provide for the visa applicant. You can find a sample of the letter from the link in the description. Number 8 is proof of accommodation. The sponsor in Germany must submit proof that states his or her house has enough space or room for the applicant. Number 9 is proof of German language skills. The applicant needs A1 level and a fluency document is needed. Number 10 is documents of registered partnership if the applicant is the sponsor's partner. A registration or marriage certificate attested by foreign officer, translated into German and legalized by the German embassy is needed. If the spouse is of German nationality, then a copy of the German spouse passport and identity card must be submitted as well. If the spouse is a non-German residing in Germany, proof of legal residence and their passport must be submitted. Number 11 is documents to bring children into Germany. You must submit these documents for your child: birth certificate, proof of child's nationality, proof of the right of the care and custody of the parent residing in Germany. This was a list of supporting documents, but the German embassy could ask for further supporting documents. It's up to your case, nationality, and the embassy's decision. Remember that you must prove your relationship with the German residents. It's the most important requirement for your documents. Also, the sponsor must prove his or her financial ability. It's essential for German officials and are strict about it. After you're done gathering the documents, you have to find who is responsible for visa processing in your home country or the country you live in. It's the German embassy, consulate, or visa center. You should visit their website and see, do they have a list of supporting documents or not? Do they have instructions to apply for a family visa or not? Schedule a meeting with this center. Let's say it's the German embassy. Remember that you might have to wait a long time to get an appointment with the embassy, so you should check it with the embassy. You might have to schedule your appointment before you collect the supporting documents. After you arrange the appointment, you have to get to the embassy in person on the booked date and bring all the supporting documents. You have to submit the documents to the officials and answer the questions regarding the purpose of your visit. This is an interview about the purpose of your visit and the relationship with your partner. You should give true and honest answers. There is also a fee for visa processing. A family visa costs you $75 for adults and €37 for children up to 18 years old. But you might have to pay more for your nationality and the embassy services. Ask the embassy how much the visa costs and how they receive it. You might have to transfer the fee to their account or pay with a credit or debit card. After you're done with the embassy appointment, wait for visa processing. The processing time can take up to a few weeks to several months. It's up to embassy workload and whether you have completed a full list of supporting documents to the embassy and they ask for further documents. If the visa result is negative, the embassy sends you a letter and tells you why. You can work on the reason and apply again. This is why you have to be careful and submit a complete list of supporting documents. You have to work on your case to improve it and make it strong. They will inform you to pick up your visa if the answer is positive. You have to deliver or post your passport to get the visa label to enter Germany. After you arrive in Germany, you have to register your stay and get a residence permit from immigration officials in the city you live or land. Your residence permit is often valid, the same as your partner or family member residence permit, but you can extend it as long as you're eligible. Whether you can work or not is up to your sponsor's conditions. He or she must hold the residence permit that officials have authorized working for the sponsor, and the host have an EU blue card or is a highly skilled person. Alright then, this was all you must know about Germany Family Visa or Family Reunion Visa. If you have questions, write them down in the comment section. The Visa Library team will answer them. Before you leave, like this video, hit the bell and download the free PDF file that my team has prepared from the link in the description. You should also follow the Visa Library on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest visa news and updates. Until the next video, thank you all for watching.